Hi guys, Shaun from Optics. So today we've got the brand new IOR 3-25 by 56. This is the Ranger Compact, and this is brand new from IOR, coming in at the end of 2020. So this is continuing on the theme of what we've seen in the rest of the IOR products throughout 2020, with the evolution of the Crusader Gen 1 to the Gen 2. We've got the brand new Invictus, which is the evolution of the Terminator, which is a 10-60. I'll be reviewing that in the next sort of couple of weeks when that arrives in. And this evolution has brought that barrel focus system that some people didn't quite like and brought it onto the side focus. And this is just making it a bit more convenient for shooters when they're in the prone position and not wanting to move out of that position. So they brought that focusing system down onto the side like we see on a lot of other brands of scope. And they've incorporated a new locking turret system, which still has the zero stop and the secondary point indicator, but it also features this new lock-in turret. And as you pull up and push down, simply engages the lock-in mechanism, and it's nice. They're definitely, as the years are going by, especially for the commercial market, with obviously a lot of the other companies being solely commercial grade and IOR coming from that military background, they've always lacked that finesse that you would see in the Zeisses, but always did have the optical clarity. And it's nice to see that finally the finish is becoming a lot better, and just sort of the feel of the scopes, they are feeling a lot more commercial grade. And the one thing still left to change is the box, but as I've always said, they always put the money into the optics rather than the packaging. And it's quite common actually on a lot of the top end brands to do that. So that sort of gives you a run over the scope and sort of where it's come from, and sort of this is actually the evolution of the Lutaz, the 3-25 by 50. And the reason this is different from the 50mm is they've evolved this onto a 40mm main tube. So as usual, I'm going to run from the eyepiece and just go up to the objective and just sort of give you some quick features of it. As always, we've got that fast focus diopter adjustment, nice and easy. We've got the new IOR branding, just located here on the side, and then you've got the mag just on the top here, nice and simple. We've moved then on to the magnification, and again it's got that cat's tail that we see on the rest of the IORs. That's just because they're quite stiff and, like I said, mil spec. It's just nice to have that cat's tail to be able to get your thumb against something to adjust that magnification. We move then on to the main tube. As I said, it's a 40mm. This is the evolution on from the Lutaz, which was a 35mm. It wasn't necessarily IOR's most popular model, but it did sort of start that trend of becoming a more compact unit, and that's obviously what we're seeing a lot these days, is a lot of the scopes aren't necessarily evolving in any other way apart from getting shorter but still providing that magnification range. So like I said, 3-25, and this is coming in about 13.7 inches. So as you can see, it's a very stumpy, stocky scope with that 40mm main tube. That is actually providing 140 MOA internal adjustment. So that's the equivalent of 41 mil-rad. We're talking mil-rad just because this scope is mil-radian based. Comes with a 0.1 mil-rad click, and it has, like I said, 41 mil-rad, so that's a huge amount of internal adjustment, especially designed for long range shooting, and exactly what a lot of people are looking for. Quickly looking through the scope without mounting it, I don't really see any optical degradation at the extremes of the travel, and that's something that IOR have done really well, is maintain that internal adjustment range, which is massive, but still, by the looks of it, from first glance, keeping the optical clarity throughout the whole adjustment. So being on the lower end of the travel, and then on the higher end and to the extremes of the left and right, they seem to have been able to keep that optical clarity. Obviously, you will see some, but for a lot of people, they're wanting to use that full internal adjustment range that is stated, and still keep that optical clarity. You can get around it with the using of mounts, like you can use the 20 MOA rails on the rifles, or you can then use a set of spare mounts to be able to gain back that internal adjustment. but a lot of shooters are still wanting that full adjustment range stated. We then move on to the illumination. It's side illumination, it's digitally controlled. We've got the side focus, like I said, and this comes down to 25 meters, so nice short distance on that. This big chunky spring cap here is for the coil erector spring. Don't touch it, it'll ruin the scope. We move on to the elevation. As I said, it's locking turrets. Really nice positive click. And like we always know, these IORs track flawlessly, so that's bound to be exactly what they're going to be doing in this model as well. I'm going to lock that back down, and as you can see, it's locked into place. We've got that dual indicator here. Means you can set a different 0 point for a different round, or if you regularly shoot at a different range, so you're 0 to 100, but you want to quickly adjust to your 300, you can leave that dual position set at your 300 yard mark on your turret, and you can simply just turn to get straight to it. We got 10 mils per revolution, and it's a 0.1 mil rad click. We move then on to the windage of the scope. We've got the IOR logo there, and we've then got the simple red and white to be able to tell the difference between the rotation, the way you're traveling, and white is right, just so you know. We then move forward onto the objective. As I said, it's a 56mm objective, and with this 56mm objective, you've got the brand new glass system from Shotworks in Germany, so you are getting really good glass. It's low dispersion, and it's providing superb edge-to-edge clarity. And this IOR is literally just come in, so we haven't really got it into many people's hands, but I know Richard Utton's got this definitely on his wish list, so we'll be getting it out to him so he can give you a full rundown of this scope. But on paper and in person, just looking at it, it looks a really nice tasty number from IOR, so they've done a good job here. It's got everything people want, and it's coming in under £2,400, so it's right on the right area as well. If you want any more information on the IOR range, make sure you head over to our other videos on YouTube, or check out our website. We've got more information there, and I will be bringing out the Invictus in the next couple of weeks, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Cheers.